video is part of my slow motion series for very visual learners. In it, I'm going to demonstrate how to do the mattress stitch, the most common seam that we use in knitting. And I'm going to demonstrate on two mostly stockinette pieces. Seaming other stitches is really pretty much the same thing once you get the flow of it. If you would like to see my other slow motion videos, I'll give you a link right here. And if you'd like to see my regular speed mattress stitch video, I will also give you a link. Just click the little eye in the upper right hand corner. But for now, let me just also say I'm going to use a different color of yarn when I seam these two pieces together so you can see what I'm doing. It doesn't really matter because the yarn won't show, but usually we like to use the same color of yarn that we knit with. But in this case, I'm going to use a different color of yarn. So let's go slow-mo. First, I'm going to secure the yarn to one side by putting the needle through the corner, pulling it through, leaving myself about 6 inches of tail to weave in, and poking it back through that same place. Now, jumping over to the other side, I'm going to put my needle in between the first and second column of stitches, grabbing a couple of ladder rungs. And it isn't very easy to see here on this garter stitch section, but it'll get easier when we get up into the stockinette. Back over to the other piece, stretching it out a little so you can see just what I'm doing. Between the first and second column of stitches, picking up a couple of ladder rungs. And now we're kind of into the swing of it. Poke your needle into the same hole you went out of between the first and second column of stitches, pick up 2 ladder rungs, and pull it through. And I'll go ahead and tighten this up to see how the garter stitch section looks. Looks good. Now we'll start on the stockinette, which will be a lot easier to see. The first thing you want to do is to make sure that you're really getting between the first and second column of stitches because stockinette rolls. So you want to unroll it, go into the same hole you came out of last time, put your needle under 2 ladder rungs. Much easier to see now. Same hole you came out of last time, under 2 ladder rungs, and you see I'm not really tightening everything up with each stitch, and that's for a couple of reasons. One,
is it's easier to see where you came out last time, especially if your yarn is the same color, the seaming yarn and the yarn that you knit with, the yarn in the fabric. So leaving it a little bit loose makes it easier to see where the next stitch goes, but also it's really satisfying to pull it all tightly, several stitches at once. That's coming up. You getting the swing of it now? Now I'll go ahead and tighten it up. So satisfying. And if you over tighten a bit, no problem. Just go ahead and pull on the seam to stretch it back out. And that looks great. At the very bottom there's a little stair-steppy, but when you weave in that end, you can fix that by attaching one side to the other. And this seam does leave a ridge on the back of the work, totally expected. Looks great on the front.
And that's it. Slow motion mattress stitch. Hope that helps. Good luck.